Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including long-range Model Y deliveries from Giga, Texas, Berlin delivery cancellations, enhanced autopilot returning, Tesla's virtual power plant in California, and more. So let's get into it, and a special thanks to Policy Genius for sponsoring a portion of this video. First up today, over at Giga Shanghai, which up until recently has been Tesla's most productive factory, is going through some upgrades. Tesla was forced to shut down Giga Shanghai for a couple weeks due to lockdowns, and they have been ramping back up since that shutdown. Now Tesla is planning their own shutdown on purpose to upgrade some of their production line. Quote, upgrade work at the factory south of Shanghai is expected to be complete by around August 7th, with output of the Model Y SUV then increased to 14,000 units a week from about 11,000, and production of the Model 3 sedan at 7,700 units a week from 5,500 previously, the people said. This would bring Giga Shanghai's capacity up to 21,000 EVs each week, and over 1 million a year from that factory alone when running that rate consistently. That's a huge increase over the 500,000 annual vehicles Tesla has ramped back up to at Giga Shanghai, and it's an interesting development. Previously, Tesla's expansion at Giga Shanghai was seen as an entirely new factory location, located right near Giga Shanghai to replicate the first factory in double production. A Tesla letter said the company will build a new plant on nearby land in the same area, which is poised to add an annual capacity of 450,000 cars, including Model 3s and Model Ys, becoming the world's largest vehicle export hub. Now it seems that they are potentially taking a different approach and working with the existing factory. Long term though, they could easily increase production capacity where they are and add a second factory for even more production. Giga Shanghai has performed incredibly well for Tesla, and it's clear why they want to keep expanding there. They are building other factories, but those continue to face delays that we'll talk about more in a bit. Next up today, Tesla has officially relaunched enhanced autopilot. I think this is long overdue, and it's great to see it return. Clearly, it was something Tesla was already considering bringing back, but on June 17th, at Model 3 owners tweeted at Elon saying, quote, Tesla needs to bring this back for everyone. FSD is too expensive for what you get. Sell FSD as a second tier above enhanced autopilot and still include basic autopilot with every car. This was after Tesla brought it back in Australia and New Zealand. Elon responded to this tweet saying okay, and within a week, enhanced autopilot became available in the US and other countries. It's amazing to see what Tesla can do based on tweets with their entire vehicle fleet since they are so software based. In any case, enhanced autopilot launched for $6,000. It essentially includes all functionality that actually exists for the full self-driving package, but for half the price, and it's really separating the beta tester believers from the people who just want to buy features already available. To break it down, every Tesla by default comes with basic autopilot. This includes all active safety features like emergency braking, but also includes auto steer and traffic-aware cruise control. Cruise control speeds up and slows down based on the cars around you while you steer, and then auto steer will do all of that but also steer. It keeps you centered in a well-marked lane, and honestly, this included system is more than enough for most people. On most drives, this handles incredibly well, but when you need to lane change, you have to do so manually. If you want to stay in autopilot and want it to be able to change lanes for you, that's where you may want to consider enhanced autopilot, which includes a few extra things. Enhanced autopilot includes navigate on autopilot. This will change lanes for you and take freeway interchanges for you, getting you where you need to go. In my experience, I actually prefer not to use this, but auto lane change is the next feature, and that works great with autopilot. You initiate a lane change when in autopilot, and it completes it for you when safe. Auto park is next, which can be hit or miss on availability in the car and reliability. Then there is summon and smart summon. Summon allows you to drive the vehicle forward or backwards in the app, and smart summon will come to you in a parking lot however long it may take. To me, the only truly useful feature here is auto lane change, so I actually still find $6,000 to be high, but many don't, so it's a great option for Tesla to sell. You get all of those features, you can pull your car out of a tight spot with the app, and it's half the price of full self-driving. For full self-driving is where it gets really interesting though. FSD is $6,000 more expensive, double the price, and it only actually includes one thing when you buy it, traffic light and stop sign control, a feature where autopilot will stop at stop signs and traffic lights and proceed through greens with your confirmation, along with the upcoming feature of auto steer on city streets. This is the FSD beta, so with that FSD package upgrade, you are paying $6,000 extra to get a feature that actually isn't fully available yet, and the timeline has been unclear for. I think this is why Tesla decided to launch enhanced autopilot. Some people are willing to pay up to experience full self-driving get better and better in beta once they are added to the program and their safety score is high enough, but many aren't, especially average consumers just buying a great car. Regardless, I think many people will buy enhanced autopilot Autopilot, and it should lead to a lot of easy revenue for Tesla since all they had to do was flip a software switch. Next up today, Tesla has been in the process of ramping up production in Giga, Texas. Originally, Tesla's plan there was to build the new 4680 Model Y with structural battery pack exclusively. In February of this year, regarding the engineering of that battery pack, Elon said, "New Model Y structural pack is next level." It was clear at Tesla's Battery Day that the new 4680 cells, currently made exclusively by Tesla, will bring significant advantages for performance and cost savings down the line, but right now, the first inception of these cells are just being shipped. We've seen Tesla offer a standard range Model Y from Giga, Texas to employees, a few customers, and anyone who wants them in inventory. The price of this car is now $61,990 to start, but still production has been slower than expected at Giga, Texas. It appears that Tesla has been having trouble ramping 4680 cells. There were hints of this and Tesla needing a backup plan when they said, later this year we expect Gigafactory Texas will be able to produce Model Ys using both structural packs with 4680 cells as well as non-structural packs with 2170 cells. Then in a recent interview with Tesla owners of Silicon Valley, Elon expanded on this saying, quote, "We should be outputting a lot more cars out of this factory versus a very puny amount of cars, but we had challenges with the 4680 ramp and with the structural pack ramp, and then ironically the tooling, because we were able to do 2170 cells, but the tooling necessary for making 2170 variant cars was stuck in China, so we had this Shanghai factory in op, we had the tooling to enable this factory stuck in port in China with no one to actually move it, which basically then caused the factory's production ramp to be very tiny. Now this is all going to get fixed real fast, you know, but it requires a lot of attention." He laid out a lot of information there, one big piece being that they will get it fixed fast, and now it appears that Tesla has indeed fixed this. Long-range Model Y deliveries have begun scheduling out of Giga, Texas to multiple customers with orders in the area. I've heard from a few customers in the area, and they have confirmed that they are taking delivery of a long-range Model Y with an Austin VIN later this month, or early next month. We'll get a lot more into those details and what batteries those cars are shipping with in just a minute. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Policy Genius. Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find and buy the insurance you need. Inflation is rising, and one of the easiest ways to save money is by re-shopping your home and auto insurance. If your policies are up for renewal, Policy Genius will show you price estimates for policies that fit your search. If you like what they find, they'll get you switched over for free. Getting started is easy. Click the link in the description below, answer a few questions, and Policy Genius will show you price estimates and help you to understand your options. From there, the Policy Genius team is available to help you make the right decision with confidence. Customers who bundled their home and auto policies with Policy Genius saved an average of $1,250 per year over what they were paying. The best part is they work for you and not the insurance companies. You can trust them to offer unbiased help and advocate for you at every step, getting you the proper coverage you need. They don't add extra fees, don't sell your info to third parties, and have earned thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot. Click the link in the description below or head to policygenius.com/Ryan Shaw to get your free home and auto insurance quotes and see how much you could save. There has been no new EPA filing for a long-range 4680 Model Y, and no information or rumors there, so this, along with confirmations from order holders, confirms that Tesla is now making 2170 Model Ys at Giga, Texas. The tooling appears to be ready to go, and this ensures that Tesla can truly ramp up and utilize Giga, Texas to catch up on Model Y demand without worrying about 4680 cell supply or potentially testing that needs to happen there. Of course, they need their 2170 cell supply, but they have a huge supply chain in order there, as opposed to 4680 cells, which are brand new for them. Suppliers are also not making them at scale for at least another year. For some, this will be disappointing to hear. It's a delay on the new Model Y that has been talked about for a while now and was shown off at the Cyber Rodeo, but in practice, it's clear what Tesla's real goal is here. The ultimate goal is just to make as many cars as they can, and regardless of the cell type inside, they will deliver a similar experience for the time being. For customers taking delivery out of Giga, Texas, they should be getting a Model Y with the same technology as they would from Fremont, but they may get improved build quality from a new factory as well as a few interior features Tesla has yet to ship from Fremont, like the cargo cover. Now that it's shipping on long-range Model Ys out of Texas, I expect Tesla will make this change across the board soon enough, since Fremont appears to be the only factory shipping the Model Y without it. But for now, these customers taking delivery from Giga, Texas will receive some extra features. This is good news for Tesla, vehicle availability, and factory utilization. It looks like they're finally getting around to something that was holding back production at Giga, Texas, and now they can finally ramp up long-range cars from there, potentially launch the 4680 standard range Model Y officially online, and eventually shift back over to 4680 cells when supply is fully there. For now, it looks like the hopes of getting the new long-range Model Y 2.0 are on hold, but Tesla is still able to make the Model Y as it has been for a couple years now. Maybe with Giga Texas scaling throughout this year, delivery estimates can finally come down a bit from over a year. Next up today, over in Berlin, Tesla has begun scheduling long-range Model Y deliveries. They have been delivering from Berlin and slowly scaling there, hitting 1,000 vehicles made there in a week just recently. But so far, they have only been making and delivering performance Model Ys. According to Drive Tesla Canada, dozens of Model Y long-range vehicles will be delivered to a fleet customer, with the first being shipped this week. We can see them in this drone shot of Giga Berlin, with long-range Gemini wheel Model Ys sitting with the performance models. That's a great step in the right direction for this factory scaling up, since the long-range Model Y with stock wheels is clearly the most popular option. But Drive Tesla Canada said, quote, "According to our information, volume production of the long-range variant won't begin until later this year. Until then, long-range Model Ys will be received from Giga Shanghai for most customers." At the same time this is happening, some Model Y performance reservation holders in Germany have been receiving last-minute delivery delays due to defects in some vehicles. The delivery cancellations or delays began on June 25th, and Tesla is expected to cancel some more this coming week. Some reservation holders said that they were delayed because of a security-related defect that software couldn't fix, while others said that it was a defect in the drive units from China. This is a setback at their Berlin factory, but apparently only some vehicles are affected, and long range is not affected for those deliveries I just mentioned. Hopefully this can be fixed soon, especially since some customers were ready for delivery and just got delayed a couple months on their estimates. Next up today, Tesla has officially launched a new virtual power plant partnership with PG&E in California. Ultimately, this will pay Powerwall owners to help stabilize the electric grids and end blackouts in California. A virtual power plant, as described by Electrek, quote, "consists of distributed energy storage systems like Tesla Powerwalls used in concert to provide grid services and avoid the use of polluting and expensive peaker power plants." Now, Tesla has officially said, become a part of the largest distributed battery in the world and help keep California's energy clean and reliable. Opt into the Tesla virtual power plant with PG&E, and your Powerwall will be dispatched when the grid needs emergency support. Through the Emergency Load Reduction Program pilot, you will receive $2 for every additional kilowatt hour your Powerwall delivers during an event. Adjust your backup reserve to set your contribution while maintaining backup energy for outages. In the Tesla app, it will give you an estimate of how much money you could earn simply by flipping this switch and sharing the Powerwall that you already have at your home. The main advantages of this program listed by Tesla include it stabilizing California's grid, cleaning the grid since your Powerwall would provide power at critical times when the least efficient generators would come online, unite as a Tesla community, maintain your energy security since your Powerwall won't discharge past your backup reserve, and earn compensation. Tesla says it has about 50,000 Powerwalls that could be eligible for this program, which already means about 500 megawatt hours of energy capacity that could be distributed in any event. One of people's biggest fears going forward and diving further into electric cars is the grid. Tesla is already on top of that, and it's hard to overstate how important a technology like this will be. Not only can your solar and Powerwall allow you to generate free and clean electricity and store it when needed, but it can earn you money. Long term, this could mean that an investment in Tesla Solar could significantly pay off beyond what it already does and could help to end blackouts in states where they occur. I'm very excited to see this technology develop and see how this initial program goes in California. One of Tesla's other stationary storage products, the Megapack, is expanding in Hawaii. Hawaii plans to reach 100% green energy by 2045 and already has the highest solar capacity deployed per capita, but this Megapack system is set to replace Hawaii's last coal power plant. It will be one of the largest battery systems in the world, with 158 Megapacks on their way to Hawaii for this system. They are planning to be operational by September of this year, and it's able to replace that coal power plant since it was used to maintain grid frequency. Excess solar collected when the sun shines will be stored in the Megapacks for distribution when the sun isn't out. Last up today, Ford is following suit from Tesla, who does not offer a buyout option at the end of their leases. For electric vehicles specifically, including the Mach-E, F-150 Lightning, and E-Transit van, Ford says, quote, "You do not have the option to purchase the vehicle at the end of the lease term." The change is taking effect in different states at different times, and Ford cites their carbon neutrality goals as part of the reason by localizing the complex battery supply chain network, creating recycling options for end-of-life vehicles, and increasing U.S. battery production. This surely could be part of it, but it's more likely to get the vehicles back and be able to resell them at high prices, which used EVs are going for almost across the board. Tesla has announced their 2022 annual shareholder meeting taking place on August 4th. There will be a webcast live streamed, and it will take place at 4:30 p.m. CT. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to see the best Tesla accessories for your Model Y or Model 3, you can check out my latest video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.